Hey Maddie, so welcome to Mogul TV.
Hello.
Oh my God, we go way back.
Right.
I remember you from, or how we met was you had a brand called Likeable Assholes.
Right.
And I just kept seeing it on my timeline. I never knew what it was about. I never knew the mission for it or why it existed.
Right.
But we met and I just loved how you took that brand and that product with, like, I feel like no real storyline and made it viral.
Right.
Was that your first brand?
It was my first brand, actually. After I built my personal brand up, I built the following that I needed to launch a clothing line, which was Likeable Assholes.
Okay. And where did that come from?
Well, it was from Twitter. So I was really influential on Twitter. I used to start a lot of the trending topics.
Okay.
And I was known for being really blunt. So somebody actually replied to one of my tweets and said, "Wow, man, I like what you say, but you're you're an asshole." Right? So I told him, I'm not an asshole, I'm a likable asshole. Meaning I tell the truth, but it's not because I want to be mean, it's because I want to tell the truth to you.
Yeah.
So it sparked an idea in my mind. So what I did was I Googled likable asshole to see what the definition was, and nothing popped up.
Okay.
So I said, okay. Now I looked at the domain names to see if it was available. I said, okay, if there's no definition for it, I'm going to create it.
Okay.
So likable assholes represents the people who are bluntly honest. The people who are bluntly honest with people, no matter what situation they're in. If somebody asks you, do I look good in this dress? You're going to tell them.
Yeah,
right?
That's you.
We should be able to tell them. But we shouldn't say it in a hurtful way.
Yeah.
Right? We should definitely say it to motivate them or steer them in a better direction.
Yes.
So that's what makes a likable asshole different from a straight up asshole.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I created the brand. And I realized it wasn't just me who represents that lifestyle. There's thousands of people. And the other likable assholes of the world, they said, well, that's me too. So let me buy a shirt because that shirt represents me, my personality. So that's how it became viral. It created a team movement. So I didn't really do much. All I did was create a brand that already represents hundreds of thousands of people.
Right.
So I was just the one to put it out there.
And so from that grew people reaching out to you from all over the world, wanting to partner with you to do the same thing that you did with Likeable Assholes with their brand. So tell me about some of the brands that you've partnered with.
Right. So I've worked with all different, different celebrities in the music industry.
Okay.
Like Meek Mills, YG, Travis Porter, and 2 Chainz with Charlie. All these different celebrities, they have all this influence in the music. But people don't realize that music is the music business.
Yes.
So there's still a business side to it.
Yes.
Monetizing your merchandise,
which a lot of people don't do.
Right. So I started working with the managers, teaching them how 2 Chainz, for example, can make even more money by creating a movement with merchandise.
Okay.
Which just happened recently with the Dab and Santa sweaters.
Okay.
The Dab and Santa sweaters, they went viral because we were able to capitalize off an existing trend. The trend was everybody was dabbing, and it was around Christmas time. So you put those two things together, you create a viral product. Dabbing, Christmas, put it together, put it on a shirt, and everybody started buying it.
Yep.
So that was that's how I started working with different celebrities. However, the more success I had, the more people wanted to know, okay, how do you do it? What's the formula? So people didn't realize that when creating a viral brand, it's not more so, because most people, they create brands just to make money.
Yeah.
They have to understand the why behind it. For example, Likeable Assholes, I created the why first. Then I looked forward to creating the design and putting it on a shirt. So people do things backwards. So as a consultant, what I teach is there's a process. You got to do 1 before 2, 2 before 3, and so on. So a lot of people, they do all the right things, they just do it the wrong way. So my job is just to make sure you do it in the right order.
Absolutely. So you've seen so much success with Likeable Assholes, and now CEO Millionaire. That has been amazing. And you know, I even got advice from you on that whole Santa Christmas thing, and I capitalized. So I thank you for that information. I am forever grateful on that. If there was 3 things. So, like, you're the viral king. I tell all my friends, everybody that me. They're like, I'm trying to make this shirt go viral. I'm like, oh, you should meet my friend. Like, he's the perfect person because I specialize in a full scale line. Like, I know how to get a full line of product in over 2,000 resellers. In a national level. And I focus on a line, building brands that can last over time.
Absolutely.
So my brand has stayed consistent for 5 years and not had any flaws or any problems. However, you are great at taking this product from nothing, dashikis, things jerseys, things that I would never think to wear or to make the next trend, and you skyrocket it up. What will be your 3 things that are key into viral success, I should say?
Right. As a marketer, our job is to find people who are looking for what you have to sell, not the opposite way around. Most people are looking for people to force them to buy something they're selling.
Yes.
So, for example, the jerseys. I realized that people were buying jerseys, and all I did was create jerseys for them to buy.
Right.
That's it. That's literally it.
Right.
And I did it on a scale where I reached out to influencers, like celebrities. Hey, I sell jerseys. I want to give you a free jersey. Let your followers know that I'm the person you can go to get it. That's it. Literally it. There's nothing more to it.
So you think the first thing is influencers?
Well, having a product that people already want. That's the first thing. Because people try to sell products that they like, but nobody else likes. That's the problem.
That's the first thing.
That's literally the first problem. As an entrepreneur, our job is to solve problems, right? Problems that other people have. So when we create the solutions, we can tell people, hey, you have a problem? Well, I have a solution for you.
Right.
Now it's my job to let you know that this solution is what you've been looking for. So people looking for jerseys, I got the solution. I got the jerseys for you.
So not only do you have the solution, but you have the relationships.
Right, that's relationships
with the influencers to get it out there. So what if someone is starting a brand
and they don't have relationships, right?
And they don't have the relationships, nor do they have the money.
Right. So there's a misconception that people have that you need thousands of dollars to build your brand, right? Because you started your brand with only $300.
Exactly.
Right? People buy shoes for $300.
Yep.
Left and right? So the first thing is that people think that they need a certain amount of money. Second, they believe they don't have the right relationships.
Right.
For dabbing Santa, for example, what I did was I DM'd the different models on Instagram that had 100,000, 50,000, 200,000. I didn't know who they were. All I did was simply DM them. I said, hey, I have this sweater. If you allow me to send you this sweater, would you wear it?
Right.
Some people say no. Some people say yeah. But I was worried about the people who said yeah. So the people who said yeah, they posted it.
Right.
So there are hundreds of thousands of followers. And if I did that consistently, it's going to gain traction.
Right.
And the celebrities, they follow the models as well. So the celebrities, they see what's going on. People think that celebrities are just out of the loop. They're on Instagram just like me.
Yeah, absolutely,
right?
yes.
So they see everything. So they saw the Dabbing Sanders sweaters going viral. So I hit them up now, and they say, oh, yeah, I've seen the sweaters everywhere. Send me one.
Yeah.
Because I hit the models up first, it made it easier for me to hit up the celebrities.
Exactly.
So there's a process. So that's basically how it works.
So when you're doing this thing, did it come with a budget? Like, did you start with a budget?
No money.
Okay.
Remember, the key was having a product that people wanted.
Right.
So pre-sale, as you know, the pre-sale was the game.
Yes.
You guys want this product? Okay. You pay for it, and we'll promise to deliver it to you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So the money that came in, we used that money
for production.
Correct. Then the profit, we reinvested in marketing.
Right.
No money was spent.
Wow. Okay.
Outside of the money that was used for pre-sale.
Okay, that's good. So moguls out there, again, I started with $300. He started,
Zero. All my brands start with $0, believe it or not.
Right, and they all become multi-million dollars. So whatever you're doing out there that you think, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have investors, I don't have loans or whatever, you can start with nothing and build relationships that will help you get there. And he built relationships through
DMs, literally. I DM'd somebody, I said, hey, I want to send you this sweater. What do you think? For sure, bro. Here's my address, send it over. That's it.
So I know, switching gears a little bit, because now we know how you made all your companies very successful. We know a little bit. I know you have way more inside of you, but we learned the top tips. So if you take and apply those tips that he is giving you, you literally have a success story for yourself.
Yeah, just keep it simple. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes we overwhelm ourselves. We come up with these great ideas, and once it's time to put them in action, we're like, oh, that's too much.
Yeah. Yep.
No, just keep it simple.
Yeah. Or another thing people are looking for, their friends to support them first.
That's another thing.
And family.
Yeah. I've seen those memes before. They said, well, my family and friends don't support me. Why does a stranger have to support me? No, don't worry about that.
Yes.
Focus on your product and the people who want your product.
Yes.
And everybody else will come. That's
and focus on those who are supporting you. Block out everybody else.
That's key. Celebrities, they don't respond to the people who support. They respond to the haters, right?
Yeah, no.
That's our nature, though.
Because they stick out the most.
They do stick out the most.
I've always ran my company with, everybody's like, oh, well, every celebrity is wearing your product. Yes, but every regular person, every regular girl was wearing my product before all the celebrities picked on. Okay, so tell me a little bit about CEO University. I'm excited. I signed up.
Right.
And I have my own university, but I feel that even if you're in My Mogul Academy or you're in CEO University, you can learn. I have a different story to tell. I have different information. He has different information. Every coach is going to teach you something different.
You can say the same thing, but if it's coming from you, people receive it differently.
Yeah. And you learn differently. I learn every day. I have amazing friends that are life coaches and brand builders, and every time we talk, I learn something, and I'm sure you learn something. So tell me a little bit about it.
So the university started because, of course, thanks to God, of course, a successful entrepreneur, people ask you, okay, how did you do it?
Right.
So the best way, instead of having individual meetings with everybody, you set up a university.
Because it gets draining.
As much as you want to help somebody, it still has to be feasible for your lifestyle.
Exactly.
So what we do is we create a university where we can teach people. So the three main benefits of a university is 1, community, 2, training, and 3, resources. The community is important because the more people that you align yourself with, the more mentality and mindset that you're going to have. The more successful people you're around, the more successful you'll be. So the community is important. Training. Just because you have all the right people around you, if you're not trained properly, you're going to lose.
Exactly.
So you need to be trained by these successful people that you're around. And the third thing is resources. Resources, having the right tools, the right software, the right suppliers. All these things matter. So in the university, as leaders in the entrepreneur world, we bring all these things together and give access to these people who are looking to build their brands.
Yeah, because ultimately I made thousands of mistakes. I work with the wrong graphic designer. I probably still have thousands sitting out there with graphic designers that I never got graphics from.
It's worth your time to go hit them back up.
I worked with the wrong factories. I worked with the wrong print team. I've worked with the wrong everybody when it came to building my business. So I know how it goes, and I can tell you, like, no, don't work with them. It's not the time for PR right now. It's not the time for marketing. Let's get your product not falling apart.
You gotta be marketable first before you market. Absolutely.
And so that's a huge thing. And so why do you feel people need entrepreneurs, especially, need a coach and need places like My Mogul Academy and CEO University to go to?
You just explained it. You went through all the steps and mistakes already.
Right.
Somebody who's new, they're not aware of these mistakes. They just know about their goal. But you already have the roadblock. So what you do is you make them aware of the roadblock so they can dodge the roadblock and move forward. So they don't get hindered by little small mistakes that you can easily tell them how to overcome.
Yes.
That's one of the main benefits. You're learning from somebody who's already done it. The reason why we have parents, when we grew up, our parents told us to stop doing things. At that time, we didn't know better. Like, turn the lights off, make your bed. It didn't make sense to us.
Yeah.
But once we got older, we realized, now that we got
If they wouldn't have told me to turn those lights off,
that bill's gonna be crazy, right?
Exactly.
So sometimes you have to allow somebody who's already experienced it to teach us, which means we have to be coachable.
Yes.
We have to be willing to accept and be open-minded and receive information that's going to be better for us.
Right. Because I started My Mogul Academy because, one, I feel like everyone can afford $50 a month.
That's the key, being able to afford it.
Yes. Everybody, you will spend it at lunch.
Right. How much money did you lose running your business? Thousands. So to pay $50 to join your academy, to not lose those thousands of dollars.
Exactly. And I always believe people are saying, oh, if you care so much or if you want to give back so much, why don't you do it for free? A lot of people say that, but you don't go to school for free.
Right.
You don't go to Walmart and walk out of their store.
Anything
I feel like anything that you get, that everybody can motivate you all day with motivational quotes and things like that. But are they going to give you the resources to get from step A to step B without losing those thousands of dollars? You know, so I feel like $50 is attainable for everyone, every entrepreneur, if you care about it.
Absolutely.
And think about it: if it was free, everyone will be a part of it. Exactly. And then you won't be able to specially touch those people that have that mobile mindset, you know? So I'm so excited about CEO University.
The fact that we're doing this and able to do it, because most people, they don't like to share game.
Oh my God.
You ask people for resources.
My coach, in my second year of business, I was losing my mind. I'm like, I can't do this, you know, it's growing too fast and I don't have a plan, I don't have anything like
a support system. That's what we're
Yes, and I paid $10,000 for my coach. I paid $10,000 and he told me still to this day, we're friends now. But, you know, if I didn't, I would have been lost and trying to figure it out. And it's like, people aren't going to give you the game. People, you know, they do these things on Periscope and they give you lightly the game, but they're not giving you the real.
Like the direct.
Yes.
Just grind hard, work smart. No, I want to know what you did to become successful. Give me those
What time did you wake up?
What time did you wake up? What book did you read?
Yes.
How much money did you use? What resources? Who's your supplier? Yeah, that's the information people need.
And the most important thing is not to only take the classes or to sign up for CEO University or sign up for my Mogul Academy, but to actually apply the information.
Absolutely.
I see so many people that tell me, oh, I went to this seminar of Damon John. I went to the seminar of...
It just motivated
you. Yeah, and just, it motivated me, put some inspiration, but it's like, I got all these books. I read Think and Grow Rich. I read Selling When No One Is Buying. But I'm still... Because it's something that you're not applying. You're reading the books and you're just reading it, but you're not taking the information and applying it to your life. And so that's what I'm hoping my students will do. It's not just sit there and watch the videos and do the homework, but actually apply it to their business.
You need a support system. That's what it comes down to.
Yes.
Us helping each other. If I'm falling, you're going to pick me up.
Exactly. Or if there's a category I feel that I'm weak in, I know this person, I can call this person, I could call this person, and they're going to back me up. They're going to say, no, don't give up, don't lose faith, this is what you need to do, you know, because they're experienced. But if you're not around other people that are experienced or even have dreams, it'll never go anywhere, you know?
Absolutely not.
So I'm excited about that. So what made you decide to quit your 9-to-5 if you ever had one? So I know a lot of people are kind of like, you know, it's my baby.
They're in a transition.
Yeah.
It's hard though. They got school, they got the job, they got the family.
They got kids, you know.
The thing is, most entrepreneurs, the reason why you're a successful entrepreneur is because you had the right mindset. It had nothing to do with anything else.
Right.
You trained your mindset to say, I'm going to be able to do it no matter what situation I'm in.
Right.
My entrepreneurship started in school, in high school.
Wow.
I used to sell candy. Everybody used to sell candy, right?
Wow.
I sold candy, Airheads. Right?
Okay.
Even though my parents are Nigerian, they have money. It was, they don't know anything about Nigerian parents. Okay. You know, if you ask them for money, you're not going to get it.
Right.
You're going to have to work for it. So instead of asking my dad for extra cash pocket change, I went to Smart Final. I got candy, sold the Airheads for 25 cents. Right? It was booming, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, selling candy wasn't legal in the school. Right? For two reasons. One, they sold candy as well, so it was a conflict of interest.
Oh, okay.
And two, it became actually a distraction in class. Because you know what people do in class? Hey, candy man, where the Airheads at? I'm like, shh, no,
pay attention.
Right. So I ended up getting suspended for selling. I got suspended for selling candy.
Your parents was not having it.
Right. My dad was really mad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because he understood what I was doing. However, it was still wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't understand at the time, but selling something that you're not supposed to be selling is wrong.
Yes.
Regardless.
Yes.
And even at that time, I didn't realize what entrepreneurship was. All I knew is I wanted to make money on my own.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what entrepreneurship is. Making a way to do whatever you want to do. Right? So that's where it started. Then I started throwing parties. I'm really good at marketing. So I started telling people to come to my parties. Then I realized throwing parties doesn't actually make money.
Okay.
It just looks like it. Everybody knows that you're the man, but
yes,
you're not making any money.
Yes.
The club owners are the ones making the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that. So what I started doing, I started designing the flyers.
Okay.
I learned how to design flyers on YouTube. I said, all right, I'm going to figure out a way to make money in my field. My field that I'm in, I'm not going to try to do something else. I'm going to figure out a way to make money in the area that I'm already in. I started designing flyers, charging people $50. I started making 10 flyers a day. The money adds up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm making money. However, I transitioned from making flyers to making websites.
Okay.
Right.
Which is now more revenue.
Right, more revenue, right? So I'm starting to build income for myself without working a 9-to-5 job. So once I started making websites, I started making websites for celebrities because celebrities need websites.
Right.
So now I'm building relationships with all these celebrities because I'm providing a value to them.
Exactly.
Which Matt, Soulja Boy,
major key.
Major key, right?
Provide value. Do not ask. Provide value.
That's how you build relationships with people. Oh, you need this? I got you.
And see, a lot of people want it the other way. They're like, I need your help.
Oh, you're my friend. You're supposed to help.
Yeah, can you wear my clothes? No. Provide value for them. Yeah.
Trade value. Barter system. I'll do this for you. You do this for me.
Exactly.
Real simple. So I started my relationships with all these different celebrities from Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka, Soulja Boy. And I use those relationships to build credibility. They'll see me anytime they came to the city, I'm with them. So they're like, hey, who's this dude that's always with them?
Yeah.
And they realize what I do. I'm like, dang, I didn't know you do all that. How can you help me with my business?
Yeah.
So that's how that came about. And instead of just helping other people, because that's actually how I started, I started helping other people make money as a consultant.
Okay.
Right? Then I realized maybe the best way to consult is for me to give them an example. So I built my own business to show them, look, this is how I built it.
Right.
So once I did that with Likeable Assholes, CEO Millionaires, and the other different projects I'm working on, people can see case by case how it started and how it went from A to Z in less than a couple months.
So, okay, so it seems as if you never had the 9-to-5. So what would you tell someone?
I actually did.
Where did you work?
I worked at Charlotte Ruth. Crazy.
What?
Crazy.
What?
I worked at Charlotte Ruth for like a week.
Okay.
Putting up jeans. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I stopped doing that.
And what made you stop?
It just wasn't stimulating to my mind.
Okay.
I didn't do the job for money. My dad just wanted me to have a job.
Right.
It didn't make no sense. So I left. I started my own business.
So what would you tell that person that's like, I'm working a 9-to-5, you know, maybe they're a nurse, but they want to sell hair, they have a great hair, they're in a perfect situation, but they're just scared to take that time because a 9-to-5 takes a lot of time.
Absolutely, that's without a doubt. Especially being
I mean, by the time you get up at 5 o'clock, it's no marketing like efforts.
But the thing is, people say that they don't have time, but actually when you do accounting of how you spend your time every day, you realize you do have time.
Oh my goodness, yes.
You spend probably 2 hours on Instagram a day without even realizing.
A day.
Without realizing.
Yes.
So if you took the time to not be on Instagram,
not watching Power, not watching Empire,
no reality shows for even 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
If you spend that 30 minutes a day investing into your business, it's going to grow like a baby.
Yes.
And the bigger the baby grows, the more time you have to put towards it. So it's our job to motivate them.
Yes.
To inspire them and give everybody the simple tools. Because at the end of the day, I consider myself very lazy, but I work smart. I'm lazy.
Really?
I'm lazy in the sense. For example, the person who created the remote control, they were lazy.
Okay.
They were tired of walking to the TV and changing the channel.
Yeah.
So he designed something to keep them on that bed. So you guys have to change the channel.
Yes.
So in a sense, I consider myself lazy in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I try to figure out ways to make my life easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the key. Making ways to make your life easier.
Exactly. Especially when you are starting a company, find interns, find that best friend that's like, girl, I got your back. Help her assist you. If you're not that good at styling or whatever, allow some people to assist you. Some people want to do everything.
Yeah, that's one thing I did do.
Me too.
The biggest mistake.
Me too.
I couldn't find the right team, so I said, all right, I'm going to just do it myself.
Yep.
No, I need to keep finding until I keep finding.
Yep. Even if they last a week, that's 1 week you had a little bit of relief.
Yes.
Find someone else to relieve you another week and another week. So I definitely believe in delegation.
That's key.
That is huge point.
Yeah.
So my last question for you is, what are the advantages of being your own boss?
Time. You get to manage your own time.
Right.
And you get to do something that you're passionate about. Because there's no point being in this world where you only have 40, 50, 60, 70 years to live and you've been doing something that you don't want to do. That's the key.
Absolutely.
All right. So a lot of people, they have something they like doing. They call it a hobby.
Right.
But you can always figure out a way to turn your hobby into a business.
Yes.
And if you join the Mogul Academy and CEO University, we can help turn your hobby
into a business. I mean, think about it. Like the people that babysit it, now they open daycare centers. The people that, I'm going to braid your hair sitting on the porch. Salons. Like every hobby can be monetarily a business, you know? Like I don't believe in hobbies. If I'm not sitting there and I'm not doing nothing that is not going to make me money.
You get paid to play video games too. It's crazy.
You can get paid to do anything. You can get paid to drive your car,
Uber.
pick somebody else up.
You get paid to drive your own car.
You can get paid to go out of town and let somebody else use your apartment.
Oh my.
Like
it's crazy. There's no excuse.
It's no excuse for you to be broke. Like I don't believe there's no excuse for you to live check to check. It's no excuse because there is so much time that we dedicate to so many other things when those things really could be making you money.
I heard a Shopify sound go off. That's where money comes in.
Yes. Cha-ching. I love Shopify, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when the sale comes in, you hear that? It's a beautiful sound.
Yes, it's a beautiful sound. So I really thank you for joining me on My Mobile TV. Tell people where we can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram, CEO Matty J. Even my website, of course, CEOMattyJ.com. Appreciate you for allowing me to have this conversation with you.
Yes.
Thank God, of course.
Yes, God, for sure.
God is always number one.
Number one, absolutely.
One. People always say that. However, their actions don't show it.
True.
So we definitely have to give all thanks to God.
Yes.
For us to even be able to share our story.
Information, yeah.
Absolutely.
So I didn't ask you about digital brands because I know you have so many clients under the digital brand platform. Is it something that you want to talk about?
Well, digital brands, like I mentioned, was created as a website development company.
Okay.
And a design and branding development company. So that's what I use to build relationships with all these different businesses. So these businesses, they need a designer. Every business needs a designer.
Yes. I have 3 on retainer. I have 3.
Exactly. So that was my strategic way to build relationships with everybody. Okay, you need a designer? I'll provide it for you. Now I've done that for you, let's work on this.
Right. Now let's make them getting money together.
Exactly.
Not you paying me and I doing the service, let's get money together, which is genius.
That's how that works.
Let me go download Photoshop. Let me go figure out Illustrator.
Even in the university, we should also teach entrepreneurs the basics on how to make their own
yes. I will show you a flyer I made last week.
Even on the phone you can do it.
I will show you a flyer I made last week. I'll put it in the video. Literally needed an event. It was Bronner Brothers weekend.
Yes.
I flew in town.
10 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes. I had called my host. Hey, y'all coming through? I need y'all to host this event for me. Made the flyer myself because I already knew. Waiting for a designer. The event was going to be over. Made the flyer myself. It was up. Everybody loved it. Nobody said nothing. The event was amazing. So you have to use. I run everything from my phone. Like I can run my camera system, register systems. I can run everything.
That's the age that we're in right now.
Yes, which is beautiful. So again, thank you so much, everybody. Sign up. Even if you're in My Mogul Academy, you can be in both. More knowledge is better. It's so much more amazing. So CEO University, check them out. Follow them on Instagram. This is my amazing friend Matty J, and make sure y'all follow him on Instagram.